Welcome to Obi-Wan Studios. Today's LEGO Star Wars review is on the 7111 Droid Fighter. Of course, we know it to be a Vulture Droid and the very first LEGO Star Wars version of one, of course this being based on Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. The Droid Fighter released in 1999 for $6 and retired at the end of 2000. Today, sealed in the box like this one right here, you can expect to pay about $50 based on sales data from Brick Economy. The set comes with 62 pieces and makes for a small Trade Federation build, but one that was fairly easy to army build droid fighters with. Now the box is super small, so we don't have a lot in terms of things to highlight. The front art shows the Vulture Droid fighting during the Battle of Naboo. The right side shows the other two modes the fighter can be in, flight and walking. Then the back of the box showcases the droid being built, and then a rather odd looking alternative build. Alright, time to open up our set. If you aren't following me on Instagram at Obi-Wan Studios, make sure you do, as I'm using that for polls on what sets you guys want me to make videos on next, behind the scenes footage, and just to connect with you guys a little bit more in general. So make sure you guys give me a follow. And now let's open up our Vulture Droid. Inside the box, we have our instructions manual and a promotional sheet folded up pretty heavily, along with a LEGO Club flyer. The instructions manual is a lot bigger than you might expect for such a small build once you do flatten it out. There is also one bag and then the 4 wing pieces just loose inside the box. Here is our completed Episode 1 Vulture Droid. It's incredibly simple, but I think it has the perfect blend of the classic LEGO Star Wars aesthetic and charm, with actually being a way better build than you'd expect for 1999, the first year of LEGO Star Wars. The center portion of the Vulture Droid has this really great printed piece for the sensors that act as the eyes of the fighter. Underneath it, there is a printed piece to show off the droid's brain, which in this case is connected to that control ship above Naboo. The rest of the middle section I think is pretty nicely shaped as far as the top side is concerned. The underside of the midsection has some angled old gray pieces, which are probably what dates the set the most for me. Instead of being curved and more smoothly shaped underneath, it's just very angular, of course limited with what pieces were available back then. The backside as well is pretty similar, a bit too angular shaped. We also have 2 transparent red studs that act as the engines of the fighter. Those I think look really good, but the back section as well, just a little bit too angular and not as smooth. But again, this was 1999, the very first year of LEGO Star Wars. You can't expect it to be perfect. The wings of the fighter use these larger brown angular pieces to form each side of it. I believe these pieces were first ever used in the set as well, which is pretty cool. In the middle, we have more printed pieces that just show off a ton of detail to the center of the wings. Say what you want about early LEGO Star Wars sets, but they always hit when it came to providing printed pieces. The wings of the Vulture Droid have 3 modes that you can reenact and display the build in. We've been looking at the build in the walking mode. To get the ship into attack mode, you just tilt the wings horizontal thanks to these joints on the inside of the build. Then for flight mode, you just move the wing pieces inwards, and then you have the standard mode of the Vulture Droid in flight. For a simple set from the first year of LEGO Star Wars, I honestly think it's very good. Obviously it lacks modern refinement, but the core elements of it set the foundation for every Vulture Droid we've ever seen from this point forward. If you want the best Vulture Droid build ever, you wouldn't buy this one. You'd buy this one for the collector's value, the history, and of course that nostalgia. And the set, the fact that from the very first Vulture Droid ever, you could put it in all 3 modes, I think that was a huge win for the set, and really honestly impressive that they were able to make this happen and incorporate it into the design within the first year of LEGO Star Wars. Thank you for watching my review on the 7111 Droid Fighter. If you enjoyed this review, please give the video a like, and if you want to support the channel, make sure you subscribe. At 2,000 subscribers, I'll be releasing my review on the 4481 Technic Hailfire Droid, so if you want to see that video and support the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and as always, let me know your thoughts on the set in the comments down below. Lastly, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for more LEGO Star Wars set reviews.